Welcome to Blunt Talk. Hope you're all having a great day. Hope you're all getting stoned with us today. I know I'm stoned, and I know I'm having a great day. And I apologize for the late uploads. Just had a lot going on. But if y'all would like to see live streams, please go check out the Twitch in the description. But with all that being said, let's get into today's story time. Now, today's story time is going to be about the time that I got laced with crack. Now, how I got laced with crack is actually pretty insane. It was on my birthday weekend. I guess it was a birthday present, you should call it. A very, very bad one. As a very horrible one. I was actually very, very pissed when I figured out what had ended up in my stuff, right? So, I'll get into that right now. So, this happened around freshman year on my birthday weekend. And on this weekend, it was probably a Friday, and I was planning to go over to my homie's Trevor for my birthday, right? Because he said he was gonna give me some weed, and we could go smoke at his friend's house, right? So after school that day, I get home, and I'd already got me up a quarter earlier in the week, right? So I get home, I pack me a bag to go to Trevor's, and I get my quarter, and I have my dad drop me off at Trevor's, and Trevor lives probably about 15 minutes away, right? So it's not that long of a drive, right? So I have my dad drop me off at Trevor's, I have my little quarter, and I walk in. And at first, Trevor's not home. So I have to go upstairs, and I just wait for him. I just wait for him in his room, right? And then he gets home probably like 20 minutes later. We dab each other up. He apologizes for not being at the crib, and I'm like, hey, it's all good. And then he gives me my birthday present. And my birthday present was a little sack of weed. It was probably about a good 8, we'll say, right? So he gives me my birthday present. We dab up. I put it in my bag with my quarter, and we're chilling. And he was moving out of his house at the time. So for this moment, I just kind of helped him move out, right? I was moving shit. We found a box of squares. We started smoking the squares, right? But yeah, I was just helping him move shit around and make sure he was getting his room clean and shit because his mom was on his ass, right? But after a couple hours of doing that, dude, we decided to go over to his homie's house, right? And I had never met these people. It's just this random motherfucker's house, right? So I don't even know who took us. Yeah, I think this random motherfucker that he knew just picked us up and took us, right? So this random ass motherfucker, we'll call him Randy. Randy picks us up and he takes us over to the homies, right? And so now I have a quarter plus the 8 that Trevor got me, and Trevor has his own pack, right? He has a good quarter. So we have a good amount of weed for this night. Like, I'm thinking tonight's gonna be great, right? So anyways, we get to the homie's house, we go upstairs, we sit down in the room, and what should we give the homies names, right? Let's think. Timmy and Tommy, right? So we go to Timmy and Tommy's room, and they're already smoking up. Like, they already got themselves a bong. They're already chiefing. Like, the room's already hotboxed to hell. I think they had like iCarly on or some crap. It was wild, all right? But they're already smoking up. They're already chiefing. So with that, we asked for my homie Trevor. With that being seen, with that being noticed, my homie Trevor asked for the grinder, and we start grinding up our shit, right? We fill up the whole grinder. Like, I wish I could throw up a picture. Like, that grinder was full as hell. So we start grinding up our stuff, right? And we didn't have any blunts, so we were just hitting bongs. So after we grinded up, we had put it in. We were doing his pack at first, right? And we just finished off his pack after a good couple bowls, and then we switched to my pack. So at first, I did the quarter I got from my plug, and we finished smoking probably half of that. And then he was like, bro, get out the pack that I got you. So I brought out the pack that he got me, and we started putting that in the bowl, and we started smoking. And bro, this stuff felt different. Like, this was not only gas. Like, this felt completely different, right? And at first I was like, bro, Trevor, what is this stuff? Is this like, this ain't feeling like regular gas? And he was like, bro, trust me, it's regular. Don't worry, bro. I wouldn't do you bad. And I was like, you know what? You're right. Right? So we continue smoking, dude, and I'm just feeling like, I'm feeling different, bro. I got like tunnel vision. I'm feeling like, I don't know. It was hard to explain. I was just really high, but not like a stoned high. Like I was like, bro, it was weird for me. Like, it was just insane. I couldn't feel my body. Like, everything was numb. It was just not enjoyable. Anyways, so after we smoke a couple more bowls, I'll look over, bro, and I'm like, are you sure? Like, are you sure this is just gas? And he was like, all right, bro. It might have a little bit of crack in it. I was like, what? And he said, yes, it has a little bit of crack in it. I stole it from my mom, and she usually gets crack in her stuff. And I was like, bro, you just gave me this shit without telling me? And he was like, my bad. And I was like, my bad doesn't fix this, bro. You just laced me without telling me. Like, I was so mad to be on, but I couldn't do anything. In my mind, I was so mad, but on the outside, bro, I was so high, I couldn't do anything. So I just sat there and went along for the ride. Honestly, I should have got up and tried to leave in that moment, but I just straight up stayed there and kept smoking. And dude, this place was rowdy, bro. There was a party going on downstairs. There were like after 2 hours of staying there, these little kids got there and they started running around everywhere, just destroying the whole house. I'm talking like they started putting holes in the wall and stuff. Like, there was this one room in the house that just had holes everywhere. And dude, after that, I never smoked anything that friend gave me again. Like, I can't believe he laced me knowingly, and he had no problem with it. Like, dude, I felt horrible. Like, I was high, but it was a horrible high, and I never wanted to experience that again. Like, oh my, dude, I was just so, like, jittery. Nah, I couldn't, bro. It really pisses me off, man, because it's just insane how you do that. And I couldn't even walk. Like, that's how bad it was. Like, I couldn't even, like, damn, my bad. I'm gonna take a hydration real quick. But, like, I couldn't even walk for a solid, like, 30 to 40 minutes. Like, I could not physically get up. Like, maybe it wasn't crack. Maybe there was something else in there. And maybe he just thought it was crack. But, like, I physically couldn't move. My body was numb, dude. But he told me it was crack. So, it could have been something else. Could have been, like, a tranquilizer or some shit. I don't know. But I was laced with something, right? But that's my story about getting laced. That shit was insane. I don't know if it was actually crack, but that's what he told me. And after that, I never smoked it again, right? Because, you know, you're probably like, oh, Fried, what if he was joking? Nah, I felt something different. I felt something different in that gas. It did not feel like regular weed, bro. My body was completely numb. Like, I was all jittery. Like, I couldn't move. Like, it was just... It was not gas. It was not only gas. There was something else in there, and he had laced me. I don't know if it was crack. Maybe it was something else, but it was wild. Like, I never expected him to lace me. Y'all gotta be careful. Like, be careful when you're doing that. I don't encourage y'all to go smoke or anything, but if you do, be careful. Like, there are dumb people like that will do that all the time. But me personally, that was my experience, and it was on my birthday weekend, so that is insane. But me personally, that is my experience with getting laced. Like I said, I don't know if it was crack, but that's what he said it was. And he had smoked it too. Like, this kid said he smoked it, like, a lot. Like, so he very much well knew. He just didn't care, and that's wild. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why I kept smoking what I smoked, but I did. I was an idiot. Don't be like me. But, yeah, that's my experience with getting laced. Always check your shit. Always do drug tests, or make sure, even if it's from a trusted person, always make sure, you know what I'm saying? No matter what, because I thought I trusted him, but he ends up he laced me. But with all that being said, hopefully y'all enjoyed that story time. I know I had a good story time. There will be a better video out next week, much longer, and a much more interesting story time. And with all that being said, I hope all y'all have a great day.